Hot Wawa coffee, not too shabby. You know, I was watching this video, uh, Jeff Bezos, and he was saying, they asked him a question, how do you deal with stress? And he said, what I notice is that if I'm stressed out about something, he goes, typically it's because I haven't addressed it. You know what I mean? I haven't done anything, to try to remedy the problem. So what he was saying is that what I find is even if I do something simple, like if there's something stressing me out and I address it, I send out an email, I set up a meeting, and even if the problem ultimately is not solved, I feel less stressed out. Just the fact that I'm addressing it. See, that's kind of what's happening with me with the V for Victory project. What's happening to me, I haven't completed it, okay, as all of you know, but just the fact that I talk about it, every day, just the fact that I'm working towards a goal to get 1 trillion views, I'm working really hard, uploading a tremendous amount of videos, and I feel calm. It's like I related so much to that video because it's true. We all have like goals in life and we all have dreams, and sometimes we're judged. Not sometimes, I take that back, all the time. We're always judged by success and failure. So, in other words, someone will call you a failure if you haven't completed a goal. You follow me? If you haven't completed it, they'll say you're a failure. But I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that ideology. Okay, I feel that you're not a failure. If anyone is even attempting something in life, if you're trying to accomplish something, you're a success to me. You're a winner because that means you have the balls. That means that you have something special because a lot of people don't have balls in this world, and they don't want to try anything. They're scared, and so if you're trying something, you're a winner. That's the way I see it. Salu Gendani. I just don't understand why everybody doesn't think the same way like I think, I'm really serious. I don't understand how people have this mentality. Okay. All right, let me give you this analogy. If you were on an island, let's just say, right? And whatever the case may be, there was like a friggin' killer alligator. Okay. I want to waste gas. Hold on. There was like a killer alligator. And ultimately, what happened was you're going to try to fight this alligator yourself. You're like, I could beat this. I could do it myself. I don't need nobody's help. Okay. But why would you do that if there's literally thousands of other men that are your brothers on this island? They're trapped on that island with you. So why should you single-handedly fight this killer alligator? You see what I'm trying to say? Well, you have thousands of your brothers that will help you. And ultimately, because of the teamwork of all of your brothers, you win. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Unfortunately, everybody has this attitude like they want to do everything themselves. So let me try to talk about that. Let's say you make $100,000 a year. Now, some people maybe make less. Some people maybe make more, but we're going to use $100,000 as the analogy here. If you pay taxes, 30, 40%, right? There's 30, 40,000 gone, Uncle Sam. Then you got living expenses, right? Maybe you got to pay, you got mortgage to pay, you got to pay rent, you got, money you need to commute to work every day, food, entertainment, savings, whatever the case may be. How much money at the end of the year do you have left? Probably nothing. Okay. So, or a very small amount, if you're lucky, a very small amount. So why would you want to take on the world yourself? Think about this, right? Like, let's say you only had $10,000 at the end of the year left. Let's just say that you were able to save, whatever the case may be, 10, 20 grand, let's just say. Not a lot of money, right? But if there was a million people, I want you to try to think of it this way. If there was a million people that had $10,000 to $20,000, oh, now that's big effing money. Now you could do something that is like spectacular. You could do something in terms of a project. You could do something that's like historic. Okay. But people don't think this way. Everyone has this attitude like, I just want to do everything myself. But it's what you don't understand, maybe it's not possible in life for you to do a lot of things yourself. Like here's another example, right? We all tried to beat the corruption in the stock market. We all tried. How did that turn out? Not good. Okay. I hate to repeat this, but it bears repeating. I know I say it all the time. Retail lost 350 billion in 2022. Okay, all this BS about the Dow at the high levels now and the S&P reaching the all-time highs. It's all I explained to you. I don't want to keep repeating myself, but I explained to you what I feel about this. In every single industry in life, there has to eventually be a time where the waters cool down. Okay, we were all a part of the biggest bloodbath in history, probably the history of the stock market. I don't know if you understand how big 2022 was. We lost 350 billion effing dollars. Okay, you're talking about like Al Capone style bloodbath, like the St. Valentine's Day bloodbath here. Okay, so they have to have at some point, listen to me, all the 1% corrupt mother effers. At some point, they have to say it's time to throw everybody a bone. You know what I mean? That's it. We made a fortune. We had the biggest transfer of wealth in history. It's time to throw everybody a little bone now. That's what we got to do. And that's all that's happening right now. That's it. It's all BS if you think otherwise. And then at some other point, there'll be the bloodbath again. It's do you ever notice like the stock market is never just a one direction like thing. It's never going to just be up, 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 pro, all good, good, good. It's never going to be that way. It goes up for a very small period of time, and then it goes right back down. There's no consistency at all. It seems like the only consistency is for the hedge funds. It's for the corrupt 1%. It's for all these mamalukes out there that control it. That's the consistency. Like the Ken Griffins, the Citadel, all those piece of garbage mother effers. There's the consistency. They're always making money. Okay, constantly always making money. You can't really say that for retail. You can't. I don't care, who you are. You could be the smartest mother effer in the room. At some point, stock market's going to bite you in your ass because it's run by the BBC, Billionaires Boys Club. And that gets me back to my original point. My original point is this. I ask this question a lot to people. If you had $1 billion, assuming we're talking just for entertainment purposes only, how would you spend it? How would you spend that $1 billion? So you look at that dude, what was an Edwin something, who won the $2 billion Powerball. And after he paid taxes, he was left with about 900 plus million. This dude's going out. He's buying $25 million houses. What's up, Manuel? He's buying his mother and his parents. He's buying his parents a $4 million Japanese themed house. He's buying kind of luxury cars, Porsche, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, all this. Okay, going on major vacation. Fuji. He's bringing all his friends, all expense paid vacations to Fuji. This is the guy who won the Powerball, the largest Powerball in history. I forget his last name, Edwin something. But anyway, it's stupid, but he's young. He's young, that guy. He's not thinking long term. He's like, I want to enjoy life. Because I explain to people, when you own these trophy assets, right? Where's Fuji? When you own these trophy assets, it's very hard to sell them. I look at all these celebrities, Billy Joel, Alex Baldwin, Michael Jordan, number 23. They can't unload a lot of their mansions because the thing is that you got to have a very specific buyer who wants to buy a big, gigantic mansion, like 100 rooms, 10 bathrooms, 20 bathrooms. It's got to be a person who solely wants this trophy asset themselves, where they're going to have tremendous upkeep, tremendous taxes. It's not an easy asset to unload. It's not an easy asset to unload. And typically you may not be able to sell it that fast. You know what I mean? You look at Sylvester Stallone is the perfect example of this. He had his Beverly Hills mansion, up for sale for 110 million and couldn't sell it. Couldn't sell it. And then Adele comes in and bought it for like 50% less. She bought it for like 50 million. And she even put demands on Stallone. She was like, I'm not buying this unless you leave the Rocky statue. He wanted to take the Rocky statue, the one by the pool. She said, you're not taking the Rocky statue. She's like making demands on him. And he complied. He complied because it is not easy. It is not easy to sell these trophy assets. So the way I see it, why not buy an effing casino, right? If you had billions of dollars, why not go right to effing Las Vegas, get a great location, hopefully on the strip, get something like awesome, and do the most amazing development. Apefather, King of the Jungle, baby. King of the Jungle Hotel Casino. We'll be swinging on friggin' trees. We'll be partying. It'll be friggin' phenomenal. Money will be pouring in. It would be like the greatest life in the whole world. It would be a phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal effing life. And you know what's funny? It's not hard. People don't understand. Okay, it's hard for one individual to accomplish this. It's hard for one individual. But it is not hard for a group of individuals. You know what I mean? Like I said, I always talk about the AMC movement. I always talk about the AMC movement. At its prime, at its peak, there was probably what, 7, 8 million, 10 million apes worldwide, retail investors. It was freaking awesome. I immediately knew that I wanted to be a part of this movement. When I heard about this, I loved everything about it. I'm like, it's like David versus Goliath. It's the retail investor taking on the Diablos, the freaking hedge funds. And I just loved it. I loved everything about it. I immediately dumped $250,000, a lot of money into it. Okay. And the only thing I regret is not even so much losing the money. I regret the fact that people gave up. A lot of people gave up, because of the stock market corruption, because of all the friggin' bullshit. Ken Griffin, Citadel, Adam Enron, friggin' Gary Gensler not doing his job. A lot of people just said, F this. They gave up. And what people don't understand is the movement was right. It was right. You know what was wrong? The industry. The industry was wrong. I wish there was a way somehow. I wish there was a way we could go back in time. Like, that song by Cher, if I could turn back time. Hold on a second here. If I could find a way, go back in time. I wish there was a way we could all go back in time and do the whole movement all over again. And instead of putting $350 billion in the stock market, just for entertainment purposes only, $350 billion in the casino industry. Las Vegas, baby. Macau. We would have a dynasty. We have a dynasty, man. We would have an empire that would be truly, truly generational wealth. We use that term a lot, generational wealth. That would be true generational wealth. That would be something that would never end. Like you think about Caesar's Palace, in Vegas, El Dorado bought Caesar's. They bought the whole Caesar's brand name. Okay, they bought everything. You know that's a brand that's never gonna die. What do you think? El Dorado's only gonna make money with the Caesar's brand 1 year? Nah. That's gonna be a generational wealth investment. That's gonna be an investment that everyone, their children, children's children, children's children's children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, great-great-great-grandchildren, it's never going to end. It's going to be generational wealth, okay? And it breaks my heart. It really, really breaks my heart that $350 billion was squandered. It was literally turned to zero. It was turned to ugats. We say it in Italian. Ugats. And it just breaks my heart because I think about it. I say to myself, man, that effing money was put into like casinos in Las Vegas. It would have been generational wealth. It would have been absolutely generational wealth. Hold on a second here. It would have been generational wealth. So that's why I'm trying my best to make this dream of mine, to make it come true. Again, it's the V for Victory Project, Vegas Project. So you might say, Apefather, what do you want from me? I don't want nothing from you, but I just want you to try to hear me out. You're doing your stock market investing, okay? You're doing your cryptocurrency investing, okay? Why not have another opportunity? Why not have, don't you like having what's called diversity in life? Does everyone like just one thing? You know what I mean? Like, why can't there be like a door number 3? You follow me? Why can't there be a door number 3? You got the stock market, you got the cryptocurrencies, maybe in some cases you got other things you're investing in, whether it's real estate, whether it's bonds, whether it's, why not have a door number 3? Las Vegas Casino. Las Vegas, baby. And then you know what you could do? You could compare it. At the end of the day, you could say, what's working the best? Is the stock market working the best? Is cryptocurrencies working the best? Or Las Vegas casinos working the best? Now, as I said to everyone, there's no solicitation for an investment. Let me explain to you what I mean, because people get very confused. The first project, I am not asking for any solicitation of any investment whatsoever. I want to be perfectly clear. What I want to do is I want to be the first ape, the first retail investor, listen to me, to land in Las Vegas the way Neil Armstrong landed on the moon. Neil Armstrong was the first man to step foot on the moon, okay? I want to be the first man, the first retail investor, well, maybe not the first man, but the first retail investor to land in Las Vegas and to acquire a major casino, preferably in a great location on the Strip. Now, you might say, but what's in it for me? Why the F-U-C-K would I help you? Why would I want to do this? Very simple why. It's very simple why. Because there always has to be a start to something. Someone has to start something. No movement starts with like a tremendous amount of people. It always starts with one person. That's how every great thing that has ever happened in the history of mankind starts with one person, okay? If one person can accomplish something, many then could get involved. And I'll explain to you how. I say this all the time, but I'll repeat it. Let's say I complete the first project. Apefather, King of the Jungle Hotel Casino in Las Vegas, okay, becomes a major success. What's happening now is I have a certain amount of power. You understand? I now have a certain amount of credibility. Okay, I'm not just your average effing Joe anymore. I'm not some average guy from Jersey anymore. I now have some clout. I got some power. So what happens is that I could put things together now. Much more easier for project number 2 than project number 1. I can meet with a top securities firm. I could put together an offering, whether it be a private placement, whether it be crowdfunding. If it gets approved by the SEC, now I could start getting my ape brothers involved, my ape sisters, my retail family involved in project number 2. Now what's happening is that you have a whole new world, a new door of opportunity where you're like, wait a minute, there's no Ken Griffin here in Las Vegas. There's no Gary Gensler. There's no Adam Enron. There's no FTDs. There's no dark pools. There's no payment for order flow platforms. And you're like, man, this is friggin' great. This is friggin' great. And that's what I'm trying to do. But I would think that everybody would just see the light with this, you know? But unfortunately, a lot of people are blinded by the light. I don't understand why. Blinded by the light. Wake up like a douche and know the motor in the night. I just don't understand. It seems like everybody wants to do things themselves. And I just wish people understood, and it goes back, if you watch the beginning of my live stream, you can't really do great things by yourself. You can't. You can't do it. You can't. You know, let's say, again, I'm going to give you the analogy I said at the beginning of the video. You make $100,000. let's even say you make 150,000 a year. After you pay 30-40% tax, you got your mortgage you got to pay, or rent you got to pay, living expenses, food, entertainment expenses, commuting back and forth to work. How much money at the end of the year do you got left? Okay. I don't know. 20% if you're lucky. That's if you're lucky. Okay. I don't think so. Probably less than that. Most people have freaking ugats. They have zero. But the thing is, what are you going to do with, like, say, 20 grand, 30 grand, whatever the case may be? What are you going to do with that? Nothing. You know what you're going to do with it? You're going to put it in the stock market. You're going to put it in the stock market. Jimmy the Ball Breaker is here. Jimmy the, what are we talking about? The V for Victory Project. Jimmy the Ball Breaker. So the point is, what are you going to do? After all the taxes is paid, the expenses, I said, Jimmy, you get a guy, let's say, who's making 100,000 a year, 150,000 a year, whatever the case may be, pays 30-40% in taxes, right? Living expenses, got to pay his mortgage, got to pay his rent, he's got, entertainment, food, right? Commuting to work, blah, blah, gas, tolls, blah, blah, blah. Okay. How much at the end of the year are these people left with, right? 10, 20% if they're lucky, maybe they could save. And that's if they're smart. Most people I read in America, most people, they live paycheck to paycheck. They don't save ugats. They don't save nothing. And at the end of the year, they got nothing. But let's say that you got a smart person, okay? We're gonna say for conversational purposes, you got someone who's saving 15, 20,000, 30,000 a year. Okay. What are you gonna do with that money? Nothing. What are you gonna do with it, right? You don't want to, you don't want to put it in the stock market, right? Because stock market sucks, right? Okay. So ultimately, what are you going to do with it? Nothing. So it goes back to the point that individuals can't really accomplish greatness. Unfortunately, that's just the bottom line. Unless you're me, unless you have determination like I got, forget about it. I got more determination. I'm like Rocky Balboa. I got the eye of the tiger, but I'm one of a kind. That's the thing. Not too many people on earth like Apefather. But, most people don't have the mindset. Like I uploaded right now I'm close to 28,000 videos. I'm going to upload millions of videos. I'm going to upload billions of videos. It's never going to stop with me. But there's not too many people that have my type of work ethic or my type of determination. Most people won't be able to do what I do. But that's the thing. So it's at the end of the year, what could a person do? Nothing. They don't do nothing. And unfortunately, you're always going to be, I hate to say it, the sheep. You're never going to be the friggin' wolf. Ken Griffin is the wolf. He's the wolf. Okay. We're the sheep. And it seems like people want to be sheep. I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't think I'll ever understand people's mentality or why they want to be sheep in this world. But I guess that's what it is. Not everybody has that winning instinct, to be the man, to be like Ken Griffin. People want, I don't know what it is with people. It's like people, you throw them crumbs. You throw people crumbs and they're satisfied. They're satisfied with crumbs. I don't want crumbs. Okay. I want the whole effing bakery. That's the thing. I never wanted crumbs. I didn't get, I used to have this argument with Strongman Personal Finance. Strongman, I call it bedpan finance, $17 chicken wing finance. He used to fight with me all the time over Vanguard, over the index funds. And, he used to tell me, Rich, why don't you just throw money in this friggin' shit, Vanguard, all this shit, and just sit back and collect the interest? Because it's a situation where you're never going to make it. It's going to take you 20, 30 years of your life, 40 years. You're never going to make it. It's peanuts. See, I'm looking for the big grand slam home run. That's the thing. I'm looking for something huge, historic. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking to make BS money. I'm looking to make life-changing money, generational wealth. That's what I always want. That's why I came into AMC, because I wanted to make Bon Jovi wealth. That's what it was. I wasn't interested and making a couple of bucks. I wanted AMC to go to $100,000 a share, $200,000 a share, $300,000 a share, $400,000 a share, $500,000 a share. I wanted the whole world's economy to be affected by AMC. I wanted all of us to become like friggin' King Kong. And Rambo, baby. John J. Rambo. That's what I wanted. And I think it really could have happened if we had a fair marketplace, if it wasn't so effing corrupt. If it wasn't corrupt. Adam Aron never hired Wes Christian, never hired Share Intel. Wes Christian said that he believes that there was phantom shares at AMC. I mean, you got like guys like Thomas James investing felt that there was 1 trillion fake shares. Even Lou, that Jimmy loves Lou. Even Lou felt there was tremendous synthetic shares at AMC. Everybody felt it, right? But there was never any evidence. There was never any proof. Nothing happened. SEC slapped Citadel with a BS fine, $7 billion, after retail loses $350 billion in 2022, and Citadel makes $60 billion. They slapped them with a bullshit slap in the wrist fine. Case closed. That's it. That's the end of it now. Now we're sitting back with all the bullshit. Adam Aron just keeps taking blood from us. You know, dilution. It's all bullshit, man. It's all bullshit. But my dream for life-changing wealth, my dream for generational wealth has not changed. It has not changed. I'm just thinking that I got to go to a different industry. I love this guy, Real Aqua. I love you, brother. Real Aqua made a very good comment. I read, people don't realize I read all the comments. And I read your comment, Real Aqua, about the Luxor in Las Vegas. You're 100% right. But there's so many more opportunities besides that. There's a lot of opportunities. And it's something that could be done. You know what's sick? It's something that could be done so easily if enough of us had the right mindset. That's all it would take. It would just take enough of us to have the right mindset, and all of this would happen probably like this. Just like that. Just like that, okay? But it's like everybody is stuck. Is stuck being sheep. You know, here's my wife here. What's up, hon?
So you know my mind's a little fucked up.
I'm doing a live stream.
Oh, sorry.
Is it something that is a all right?
No, it's good. It's something good, I think.
Okay.
Sorry.
No problem. That's my wife here. She didn't realize I was doing a live stream. But I would always do a debate with Pan Finance Real Aqua, 100%. Anytime. Look, you have to understand he's playing it safe. That's all it is. And you know, he'll never be a major success. You know, someone like me, I like to call myself, okay, you know, the hit a grand slam home run or strikeout guy. You understand? Like when I was a kid, I'll give you an example. I've always been this way. I used to back cleanup. You understand? I was on the Our Lady of Grace base outside baseball team. I used to back cleanup. So one or two things would happen when I got to the plate. I was hitting a home run, baby. If the bases were loaded, I'm hitting a grand slam, or I'm striking out because I didn't want a single. You understand? I didn't want a single. I didn't want to bunt. I didn't want to sacrifice fly. I'm swinging for the fences, baby. Let me read what Real Aqua said. I was in Vegas recently and walked around the Luxor. It's clear management no longer cares about this place. A new owner could really turn it around. Well, listen to me. I agree with you. You know, and the thing is, this is what the whole concept of these live streams are all about, is that I'm trying, look, at the end of the day, if nobody wants to support me, you know, it's all good. I will do it myself, okay? I am willing to work my ass off. I've already uploaded close to 28,000 videos on YouTube. I'm going to upload another 28 million videos. I don't care how many videos I got to upload. I will get to 1 trillion views. That's the goal for me. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I'm not going to stop until I make it. I'm saving all my money. I'm doing everything smart. I'm doing everything right. And it's all going to happen for me, but it could be expedited. See, this is what I'm trying to make, everybody understand. It could be expedited. And I know that all of you think that a super chat, Lisby, you know, super thanks, super sticker only benefits me. Like that's the mentality that you have. You have the mentality, right? In a way, you're wrong. And I'm going to tell you the reason why. I don't want to keep repeating this. Every great thing in life has to start with one person. I don't care what it is. You look at Donald Trump. Here's the perfect example. Before Donald Trump stepped into the political arena, we never had a guy like this before. We never had a guy that thought like a businessman, okay? That wasn't a politician, that was always on the other side of things, who understood who all these mother effing corrupt people were and wanted to drain the swamp. We never had anything like that. So he had to be the first one. I'm trying to make you understand in order to now develop, make America great again, MAGA, because if it wasn't for him, there would be no make America great again. There would be no MAGA. None of this would exist. I'm trying to make all of you understand it had to start with one person. So it's the same concept with the V for Victory project. If Apefather is that one guy, that guy who does it, okay, gets to Las Vegas, becomes the first retail investor to actually acquire a casino, build a new project, do something phenomenal, do something historic, that could be a new movement. Now, all of a sudden, it's not the major corporations that own the casinos in Vegas. It's retail. You see? Now, like I said, I don't want to keep repeating this. I now have power. I now have credibility. I now can meet with a top securities firm. I could put together an offering, crowdfunding, private placement. It gets approved by the SEC, assuming it does. I get all my retail and brothers involved now. Project number 2, project number 3, project number 4. Now, all of a sudden, it's like there's a new opportunity. All of a sudden, there's a new door, right? It's no longer just the stock market anymore. It's no longer just cryptocurrencies. Now, all of a sudden, the casino industry is at our beck and call. But it has to start with one person. It won't work any other way. There's no other way it's going to work. Trust me, it's not going to work any other way. There has to be one person. And for the people who say, "Oh, I don't trust you, Apefather," you're missing the grand scheme. Then you do it. Someone's got to do it. If it's not going to be me, then maybe someone on here could do it. That's it. But you're missing the grand scheme of things. Okay, stock market is corrupt, you mother effers. It's corrupt. Cryptocurrency is corrupt. It's run by the corrupt 1%. Okay. And how much you want to keep being sheep? I don't get it. I don't understand it. You want to laugh, you get a guy like Back to the Future, my brother, he comes here, he gives like $1 super chat, maybe $2 super chat. Zadie Savage gave $1. If everyone was like that, think about all the people that were at AMC, all the retail investors worldwide, had to be what? At one point, 10 million? Retail investors. Imagine all of these people were coming to these live streams. Apefather, here's a tip for entertainment purposes only, right? Here's $1. Here's a super chat. Here's a super thanks. Here's a whatever it is. Here's a super sticker on my videos. Here's $1 here. Another guy, here's $1. Another guy, here's $1. Next thing you know, it becomes serious. It becomes real. Now there's millions and millions of dollars. And now I get down to business. Taking care of business every day. Taking care of business. That's what I say. But unfortunately, this is the sad thing. The sad thing is that everybody wants to just be these individuals. Like, I want to do everything myself, Father. I don't want to be a part of a movement anymore. And you got to watch Planet of the Apes. You got to listen to Caesar. You got to listen to Caesar. He said it the best. Apes together strong. You got that one wooden branch. It's very easy to break. But if you combine the wooden branches, 4 branches, 5 branches, 6 branches, 7 branches, you can't break it anymore. People can't do much by themselves. You really can't. Let's be honest with all of you, everyone on this live stream. Who thinks that they could put together a casino project in Las Vegas by themselves? They can't, right? I'm a psychopath. The reason why I'm doing it is because I'm willing to work so hard. I'm willing to put in so much hours of my life, blood, sweat, and tears, that no one else on earth would, I believe this, that no one else on earth would work as hard as me. That's just the thing. No one's going to be willing to put in what I'm willing to put in. But this is the thing. It doesn't have to be so effing hard. That's what I'm trying to make all of you understand. If all of us start this movement, the V for Victory movement, to get retail, that's the key, into Las Vegas. But it has to start with one retail investor. It has to start with one. That's the thing. And I appoint myself. I appoint myself as the first retail investor to go into the Las Vegas casino market. And I'm telling you right now that once this is done and once this is completed, it's going to be a whole effing new world. I can't wait to that day. Everyone is going to say I'm right. That's what's going to happen. Everyone that's invested in XRP and losing their ass, and invested in all these stocks and losing their ass, they're going to say friggin' Apefather was right. He was right this whole time. We gave him a hard time for no reason. He was right the whole effing time. Read the comment that Real Aqua just wrote. Everybody read it. Okay, just read what he said. He said, I was in Vegas recently and walked around the Luxor. It's clear management no longer cares about the place. A new owner could really turn it around. You know what that smells? Opportunity, you mother effers. Opportunity. But what are you all doing? What are you all doing? You're trying to outbeat the fox. You're trying to outbeat the wolf. You never heard the story of the little red friggin' Robin Hood, where the wolf said, I'm going to huff, I'm going to puff and blow your effing house down. Well, the wolf is Ken Griffin, and he's never going to let you win. That's it. So you can keep doing whatever it is you want to do, okay? You can keep doing it, but you're not going to win. That's it. You're not going to win. And the way I see it is, how do we win? How do we win when there is no Ken Griffin? You understand? When there is no Gary Gensler, when there is no DTCC, there is no FINRA, there is no dark pools, there is no friggin' payment for order flow platforms. There's just us. Retail, baby. Ever watched the Y-Files? The Y-Files, I apologize. No, I haven't. Tell me why I should watch it, Jimmy. Salud, Jindani. Anyway, we're approaching 37 minutes. I'm going to be doing a lot of live streams. All right. You know, I know that YouTube, this is the thing. YouTube has what's called a daily limit on videos you could upload. So at some point, I'm going to be forced to just do a shitload of live streams, because once YouTube tells me, that's it, mother effer, you've uploaded your daily upload limit, there is no limits for live streams. So I'm going to be doing a lot of live streams. I just don't. Oh, it's a YouTube channel. I'll check it out, Jimmy. The Y Files on YouTube. I'll definitely check it out. But I'm going to be doing a lot of lives. You could bet your ass on it. Okay, bet my ass. What are you talking about, Apefather? Just a joke. But let me run now, because I'm going to go inside. I'm going to keep making videos. Look, I'm doing my part. And this is not just for me. I know that none of you are ever going to see it this way. This is not just for me. Okay? I want to enter the Las Vegas casino market, honestly, for all of us. I really do. But it has to start with me. It has to start with me. That's just the only way things work. There has to be one person who makes it. You understand? And then the door of opportunity could open one day for everybody. Okay? So, God bless all of you. God bless your families. I will be back. Everything I said on the live stream is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. I am the world's greatest entertainer, the one and only Apefather in the GMC. Wow, baby. God bless. I'll be back.